guys, so now we're going to run through our week 3 itinerary, our very last week. On the Monday we had Busch Gardens, on Tuesday we did Clearwater Beach, on Wednesday we were at Disney, we did Animal Kingdom, and then on the Thursday EPCOT, Friday Hollywood Studios, Saturday Magic Kingdom, and then Sunday in the evening we flew home. But I did manage to fit in a couple of hours in the morning at Magic Kingdom, just to really take a minute myself to kind of reflect on the trip, and just have a really relaxing morning wandering around and taking in all the magic before I got to go home. But yeah, have a look at what we got up to on our very last week of our theme park tester trip. So on our first day of our last week, we were in Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens gave us a VIP tour guide for the entire day as well. So from the moment we got in the park right to the very end, we were with her. The first thing that we did was we had meet and greet kind of experience with these giant tortoises, which were incredible, and we got to feed them and touch them, which was amazing. And then we had our private safari where we got to feed giraffes again. We were the only ones in the vehicle, and also we were like out on the kind of savannah, and as many giraffes as they wanted could just freely come up to the vehicle, so it was incredible. And then also Busch Gardens has some of the best roller coasters. So Tigris is amazing, Shikra is amazing. We got to ride the new Arangwazi, which was incredible, and because we had our VIP tour guide, we got to walk straight on, which was amazing. So it was just a really great day, a good mix of loads of amazing up close animal encounters and amazing thrill rides. So and they also have an ice skating show, which was unbelievable, one of the best entertainment shows I have seen at a theme park in Orlando. It was so good, and somebody said that there's actually like Olympian figure skaters that skate in the show. It was so good. So take a look at some of the things we got up to our day at Busch Gardens. We're on day 15. We've just arrived in Busch Gardens. Takiza. She's coming back to Scotland. Yes. You guys, this is Bubba. Say hi, Bubba. What an interest. on Tuesday, this was our real first official rest day. So we had a rest day in week 2, but we ended up in the parks. But at this point, we were 2 and a bit weeks in, and we really wanted a rest day before we jumped in with our 4 full days of Disney parks. So we spent the day at Clearwater Beach, just really chill, really lovely. There is not a lot of footage here because I really just wanted to put my phone down. I've been obviously taking so much content for the trip, which was awesome, but I wanted to take the day to really like take a breath and enjoy being there before jumping back in the next day. So here is some of the things that we got up to on our day at Clearwater. Okay, so it's day 16. I've been in the ocean, although someone just told me it's not an ocean, it's a gulf. And yeah, we're at Clearwater and we're just having a very relaxing day. I've lost my mother. I don't know where she's gone. But yeah, very little posting today. Just let me know this. On Wednesday, we were at Animal Kingdom. This was our first official full Disney day. I'm going to do a separate video on Genie Plus entirely and talk a bit more of that in detail. We didn't use Genie Plus this day. We used the individual Lightning Lane, so we purchased for Flight of Passage, but we didn't purchase the Genie Plus where you book the individual slots throughout the day. We kind of just used the app to navigate when the lowest wait times were in the park were, which were actually really helpful. We were told that Kilimanjaro Safari was going to be the quietest between an hour slot, and we went and it was said it was posted at 17 minutes, but actually we only waited 20. So it actually was really good and definitely worked. And then we had dinner at Tiffin's. This was a reservation that I was really excited for. I'd never managed to get one before. It's all themed around the all the different places that the Imagineers went to get inspiration for the park, and so a lot of their pictures, reference photos that they used to create the park and design the park are in this restaurant, and some of the concept art and things like that. So it was really amazing, and also the food and cocktails was phenomenal. And then I ended my day in Pandora. I did Flight of Passage. That was the last thing we did, and I also got a night blossom. It's one of my favorite Disney treats over at the stall over in Pandora. So take a look at some of the things we got up to on our Animal Kingdom day. So we're here, we're at Disney for our first official Disney day because the last ones were sneaky. We're at Animal Kingdom, woohoo! Which for anyone that doesn't know, this is my first home park when I was a cast member. Did you know you served at Disney? You're cute. in EPCOT. Again, Genie Plus wise, we didn't buy the full day. We only bought the individual ticket, Lightning Lane for Ratatouille, which was really good. We went straight in and we did Soarin', only waited about 15-20 minutes for that. We did Spaceship Earth, we did The Seas of Nemo and Friends, we did Frozen Ever, The Three Caballeros, which was probably one of my most underrated Disney attractions. I think it's incredible. And then we also got to enjoy the Food and Wine Festival, not Food and Wine Festival, Flower and Garden Festival, which is one of my favorites. And it was nice to see the characters around as well. So we ran into Mulan and Belle and Snow White, which was really great to see them kind of around the park as well. And then we ended with Harmonious, which is the new show, which was unbelievable. And of course, I was loving it because it had a Merida section. So take a look at what we got up to on our date at EPCOT. On Friday, we were at Hollywood Studios. This was the day I was probably most stressed out about because of how many bigger attractions there are in this park. We knew this was going to be the day that we waited the most for a lot of the rides. So we did pay for Genie Plus on this day. We bought the individual Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance, and then we managed to get the Genie Plus Lightning Lanes for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Toy Story Mania, and Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, that was pretty good to get those three. It's pretty difficult to be able to get a lot of rides in the park. We did have it nailed by the time we got to Magic Kingdom, but this day was definitely the day of figuring out the kinks of that app and getting used to being able to check what rides are available when. But we did get, so that's 4, the individual one, and then the 3 we got in Genie Plus that we kind of managed to fast pass and skip the lines. We did wait for Slinky Dog. That was the longest line. It was about an hour and a half. And then we had things like Frozen Ever After and Muppet Vision and Indiana Jones that obviously you don't really wait for those, which was really good as well. A really great day. They have 2 night shows. They still don't have Fantasmic back, but they had 2 night shows projected onto the Chinese theatre. One was kind of around Hollywood, classic Hollywood movie magic, and the other one was the magic of animation, so celebrating Pixar and Disney animation. So really, really great way to end the day. And also the food and drink at Galaxy's Edge are so good. I could literally spend all day. We went to Docking Bay 7 for lunch, and then we also had the blue and green milk, and obviously you've seen in a previous day we did Olga's Cantina, but they also have like the Ronto Roasters that has Ronto wraps, which are incredible as well. So if you have the chance to spend a good chunk of time in Galaxy's Edge, definitely do that. Bring out your phone and use the data pad. You can scan things around the land and interact with things, which is really immersive and really incredible. And that area in itself is just worth so much time. It's so great. But yeah, take a look at what we got up to on our day in Hollywood Studios. So we're in Galaxy's Edge and Mum's having, oh, she's went straight for it.
That's nice.
See? It's not that bad. I really like it. See? Really nice. We'll put a poll up. You can decide which one's better. Cheers. Is there Star Wars cheers? Maybe. Who knows? So on this Saturday, this was our last full day, we went to Magic Kingdom. This was the day I was very emotional and probably not prepared for, because it was our last day, and also it is the Magic Kingdom. It also was the day that we bought both Genie Plus and Individual Lightning Lane again. So we purchased the Individual Lightning Lane for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and then we managed to get about 8 or 9 attractions under Genie Plus. So we got Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan's Flight, Buzz Lightyear, Winnie the Pooh. I think that was all of them, in case I'm missing another one. And yeah, and like we said, we had the Lightning Lane for Mine Train. So we really managed to do a lot within that time. And then We did have thunder and lightning during the day, and we actually had thunder and lightning during the time where we had our hour slot for Mine Train. We were really curious to see what would happen if it went down for the entire day and we didn't get to do it, but it went up really quickly, and if it went in within your hour, you got the whole rest of the day to be able to use it, which meant we could go back whenever we wanted to go onto Mine Train. But we did it pretty quickly and everything was fine. But we also managed to do things like Filler Magic and The Voyage of the Little Mermaid and Winnie the Pooh while it was raining. So there is still things to do, but definitely worth taking a look at the weather before you go. We also got to see a rainy day cavalcade. So when there is bad weather, it's raining but not thunder and lightning, they will take off the parade, that they will do what's called a rainy day cavalcade, which is pretty rare because usually when it's raining in Florida, there's also lightning, which means people don't come out in the lightning. But in the rare occasions that it's just rain, you get to see the rainy day cavalcades, which were really amazing. And they're all kind of all in one floats together, and it's really different and really worth getting to see. So I'm so glad I got to do that. We had lunch at the Skipper Canteen, which was amazing. It's themed after Jungle Cruise, and all the skippers have the same kind of tongue-in-cheek personality as they do with the skippers that are on the boats, and all the food is kind of jungle themed as well. So it was a really amazing lunch. And then to end our day, we got to see Enchantment, the new night show. It was really amazing. They actually do projections right down Main Street, so if you get the chance to see it twice, maybe do once from the middle of Main Street so you can enjoy the projections that go down the street, and then once a little bit closer so you can see more of the projections that's happening on the castle. Now, unfortunately for me, on the day we were there, because we had bad weather, Tinkerbell did not fly from the castle. Now, Tinkerbell has flown from the castle for the last 3 night shows for Wishes, Happily Ever After, and Enchantment, and it's my favourite part. And so I was really disappointed that she did not fly. So just a hint to definitely check the weather, because sometimes there are things that will go down and they'll go down the whole day and you will not get to see them. So I know it's Florida, but try and plan ahead and look at the weather if you can, and maybe avoid disappointment. But the show was amazing. Our entire day was so magical. So yeah, take a look at some of the things we got to do on our Magic Kingdom day. On Sunday, this was our travel day. Oh, I keep going to cry. I've just tried to calm myself down to not cry, but I'm probably going to cry every time I talk about it. So this was our travel day. I got up early in the morning, just myself to go into the park. Oh my God, stop. To go into the park and just wander around. I wasn't very happy leaving in the chucking it down rain, and we were miserable because we had all these layers and a poncho. By the end of the day, my poncho was ripped and we were cold, and I was still a little bit sad about Tinkerbell not flying. So I wanted to go and have a last memory of Magic Kingdom that wasn't that. So I got to see like the Dapper Dans and the trolley show and things that we didn't really get to catch because of the bad weather. Some of the cavalcades, walked around and looked for the 50th statues, and just no rides. Got a Starbucks. I people watched from the hub grass, and I just really enjoyed and reflected on my 3 weeks and all the memories that I made from being there. Oh, so yeah, so it was really nice to be able to enjoy those last couple of hours in the parks before we went and did the last minute bit of shopping, Disney Springs, and then before we headed to the airport. So you can have a look at some of the things I got up to on my own the morning that we were flying, and I hope you guys have enjoyed following along and watching all the things that we got up to, because it's been really great to share it with you. So have a look at our last morning in Disney. Did I come to Magic Kingdom on my own the day of my flight because I wasn't happy that it was cold and miserable when I left yesterday? Yes, I absolutely did. I'm gonna go get Starbucks, people watch, sit on the hub and cry. I think I'm going to start putting together a blooper reel of all the times I've started videoing and then had to turn it off and not posted it just because I'm crying. There's a lot of just crying videos, especially this morning. But yeah, came just to get a Starbucks to do find the Pascal game over by the Tangled restrooms because I didn't want to do that in the rain yesterday. Yeah, and just cry some more really. It's probably my favourite activity ever. The castle in this park. I need someone to tell me how it makes to leave here in a couple of hours because I can't find a reason to get on a plane.